Back, how are you guys all going out there? Thanks for coming back. We're going to talk about binge eating on 10 ways on how to stop binge eating. That was good. Right, let's get into it. First point I want to talk about is to stop the silly diets. Okay, many people still follow dumb diets. They just get some book, or they follow a diet plan and they follow it, and then they realize it's not really working for them, and they start missing foods. Okay, they start craving foods, they start binging on foods because they're not getting what they want from that diet. So it may all look good when you read a diet on paper, or you may read some awesome testimonials, but is it going to work for you? That's the question you need to ask. Binging often occurs for emotional reasons, psychological reasons. There are many reasons why people binge, but going on a diet and precluding different food items from your diet, making you crave certain types of foods, is not really a good diet, is it? So just be careful. We'll talk a bit more about the cues later on, what to look out for with these crappy diets, all right, that are not suiting you. Second point is, are you eating enough fiber? Now, you're either eating way too much fiber or way not enough fiber. And those are the two key things I find with a lot of people who get lots of problems there with diets, okay? So if you want to stop, especially binge eating, my recommendation is to eat regular amounts of fiber throughout the day, all right? Fruit, vegetables in particular, all right? So, and you can't get that fiber often if you're going to go for fast food or takeaway food, because that's often low in fiber, high in fat, and high in sugar and salt. Healthy food is the opposite. It's going to be low in sugar, it's going to be low in sodium, it's going to be high in fiber, and usually low in fat. So fiber is the important one because it slows down the digestive system. It gives the brain signals that you don't need to constantly eat all the time. An avocado, for example, contains a tremendous amount of fiber in it. So eating a whole avocado, a small one or half a big one, will slow things down and push that binge out, okay? So you need to find your fiber food that you like, and there can be different ones. Just be careful because some fiber foods are also high sugar foods, like dates and figs are very high in fiber, but very high in sugar too. It's not what you want. Third one is, are you eating enough protein? Many people don't eat sufficient protein, so they get bingy, they get hungry. Okay, they get hangry. They really want something to eat, and they're going to eat anything, all right? Especially when they get really hangry. They don't give a damn anymore. They'll just eat something. So protein, again, will slow things down. Imagine now a meal in front of you, a small meal with some fiber and some protein. That'll slow things down even further, okay? Don't become a lazy eater. That's my fourth point. Don't be slack. Many people just don't care anymore. They don't really want to cook up meals or prepare. They just want to open the fridge door and eat something. They just want to get into the car, drive to McDonald's through the drive-through and order a meal. They just want to get on their mobile phone, push all the buttons and have a pizza dropped in their lap. That's slack, and you know that's slack, okay? Preparation of your own food is very important. So don't be a lazy eater, all right? Diversion therapy, number 5. Okay, when you feel bingy or you feel hungry, it's good to get out of that environment that you're in, out of that room, out of that kitchen, out of that dining room, and just go and do something. Could be either walking a dog or go and talk to the neighbor or something, or go and do something. Just get out of the house. So that could mean sport or exercise or going for a walk or doing a hobby. I spoke about this in a previous video also about weight issues, that when you feel like you want food, the worst thing you can do is to be around food, is to get away from the food. All right, especially if you have a glass of water and then go outside. That's a key thing to do. Right? Number 6, emotional triggers. Look for the emotional triggers that are making you eat. Could it be because you've got needy teenagers? Could it be because you've got an elderly parent, okay, that needs your support all the time, that you need to help out? Are you feeling really stressed? Have you got a high mortgage or a crappy job? What is the emotional trigger here? There could be an emotional trigger here making you eat, and often a stress underpins that emotional trigger. So it's good to root that out. Is it a problem with mum and dad? You're still living at home? You need to get out of there? Could be an issue too. All right? Try and identify the emotional trigger. And then the trigger won't have to be pulled and fire that shot, okay, if you know what it is. So try and work that out. 7th point is get your stress levels under control. We've spoken plenty about this in previous videos, about trying to work out where the key stresses in your life come from right now, and to see if you can mitigate them in any shape or form. by getting someone to help you with a task, for example, or outsourcing something that you shouldn't be doing, or quitting a job that you hate, something like that. But try and work out where the stress is coming from. All right. This again leads into that emotional trigger of why you could be eating something bad. All right. And what do we got here? Point number 8. Eat before you're hungry. All right. Eating at regular times of day is very important. Not setting your clock to specific times like some type of autistic person, but understanding the cues. Okay, getting tired or getting a little bit hungry, feeling like you want some food. These are all good indications that you need to eat some food. But when you get to that hangry point, if you ignore those things, that's when you don't care anymore, and you'll go and eat anything in your path, almost like a little Pac-Man. You'll just eat anything. All right, so watch out. And often it means that you're so hungry you don't care anymore. You can eat whatever you can because you'll eat that first because you'll fix yourself something better later on, which never usually happens. All right, so eat before you really are hungry. Observe the hunger cues, okay, or the little gnarly symptoms that you can get indicating that your blood sugar is dropping. For example, you're getting a little bit shitty with people. Okay, you're getting a bit edgy. You're getting tired. You're getting snappy. You're getting, maybe your blood sugar is really dropping. All right, your cognition's starting to go down a bit. You're getting dizzy, for example. This is really bad. I had this a lot in my 20s when I would just kept working and I didn't really pay that much attention to when I was eating, and I had a few bad blood sugar crashes. And these can often be responsible for bad binges, particularly things like soda drinks, and fast food, takeaway kind of meals. So watch the hunger cues. If you notice these things, it's a good time to straight away eat a small, bit of protein in particular. Number 10, the last point, is eat more slowly. I've kept the best one for last because if you time yourself and see how long it takes for you to eat a meal, you'd be surprised how quick it is. If you just get your mobile phone, put it on the timer, and just sit it there and just eat your meal. And observe how long it takes for you to feel full and watch how many minutes that takes. It can give you a bit of an indication on what you should be looking for meal times in future. But every time I eat a meal with people, I'm always the last one to finish. Everyone else has gobbled up all their food. And it's surprising how quick people eat. Eating more slowly is far better for your stomach. All right? Think of your stomach like a cement mixer, okay, turning over. You can't just fill the whole thing up right away because it starts slopping stuff out everywhere, okay? Nice and slowly, nice and slowly. Take your time in filling up the stomach. That way you're going to eat significantly less than if you eat really quick. You'll see. And as I said previous, every calorie that doesn't go in here is just another inch that doesn't go on here because you don't need the extra food, believe me. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to click on the link if you want my free Candida report. Thank you.